Hello, my name's Troy Hackworth, and I'm here to introduce to you our new $9.99 SafeWorkday SafetyPoints Ultimate Training Package. When you get your Ultimate Training Package, the first thing you'll do is you'll stick a USB into your computer, and you'll see that it, if you got Windows 10, it will show you the device is connected, and then what will come up is your software license agreement. Now you can scroll through this and read it and then click on I agree. The next thing that'll happen is you'll have a splash screen, and then we'll just open up to all the folders on the USB. You notice that the folders are arranged by numerical order, and each one has different topics or different areas of training. Like we have the 10-hour outreach, general industry and construction. We have OSHA, EPA, DOT, HR, general awareness training courses, hazard awareness courses, security personnel courses, oil and gas PowerPoints. This is primarily for the production side. Here we have RigPass SafeLand. We have a number of companies which have used this to receive accreditation in-house so they can actually give out their own RigPass and SafeLand cards. Then we have the TurningPoint response system programs. Here we've taken a number of the PowerPoints and converted them to where they can be used with the TurningPoint response system. Then we have the 8-hour HazWhopper, and then we have tools for your safety program. Then we have work folder. What the work folder is for, what we want you to do is copy all of this to your hard drive, and then use the work folder to make any edits or changes. And this way you'll always have a backup on your hard drive and on the USB for you to work. Now, every folder here will have a Readme file. And what you want to do is look at the Readme file, and it'll give you a general overview of what's in the folder. Like this general industry folder, you'll notice there's SCORM content, SCORM master, web CD masters. Now what we have here is the SCORM content is the actual output to the SCORM courses which you may install on your learning management system. We also have the masters, which will show you PowerPoint and polling. Now we also have the polling software, which is the TurningPoint product for this, and then we have the general PowerPoint, and we have employee worksheets, a current quiz, additional quiz questions. So each one of these is set up a little differently on the master folders for each topic. Here we have bloodborne pathogens along with its articulate 360 presenter work file. Now what I'm going to do is go back to my general industry folder, and what you'll need to do is go through each one of these and educate yourself on how they're put together and how they work. Now we're available for any telephone conversations you want to have if you need some assistance. Now if we go back to our main folder, you'll see here we have 127 courses, and then also we have the SCORM output. So you can actually install these. These all are professionally narrated on this side, and we'll show you a list of each of the categories so you can know which are narrated and which are self-study. Now, once you get down, first thing you want to do when you open this up is go to the Readme file. Then what you'll see, it gives you a general overview of what you need to do and what's in every folder, just like I discussed. The first thing we tell you to do is to watch the overview $9.99 product video, and that's the actual video that I'm showing you right now. Then we have a 10-step process for developing training, and I'm going to open this up with Firefox, so it'll be right on this screen. And what we did give you some examples and tasks that you may want to do before you get started making edits to the programs, because that's part of the thing that we wanted to create here, is your ability to edit the programs and make them your own for work and site specific materials. Now here we have by type XLS, and what this is a spreadsheet which shows you a list of all the courses within the USB. I'm waiting on it to open up here for you. And you notice they're broken into the title, the PowerPoint audio if they have it, and the PowerPoint and SCORM if you have the SCORM conversions done. Now, all these are professionally narrated, which are the ones that are narrated, and you can use these to install on your learning management system. Now, the next thing I want you to look at is the Readme guide. And I'm going to open it up again with Firefox. And basically what this is the content library for this. Now here we have a little intro from me, which gives you our background. This has been 35 years in the development. One of the reasons we put this together was a number of companies wanted to buy our product and resell it. And what we figured out, we could do a better job and offer it for a better price than they would, and help a lot of people along the way. Now, this breaks down the folders as we discussed, and then we give you a complete overview of the OSHA 10-hour construction industry. You notice that we have PowerPoint and SCORM, but we do not have audio. If you want to, you can get these narrated, but we look at this as a self-study, even online, because we provide you with a workbook that they can use to take the course. Then they take the final test. A lot of people say that's cheating. We call it an education. Now here we have the awareness courses, and you notice they have PowerPoint, audio, and the SCORM. Now you have the PowerPoint for classroom training. You can attach the PowerPoint audio if you want to, and then we have a SCORM output which you can install on your LMS. Now that does not mean that you cannot take each of these and edit them for work and site specific materials and then re-output for SCORM or your classroom training. We use the Articulate 360 Presenter software to develop these courses, which is a high-end development tool, but it's not very complicated. And that's the reason we chose the PowerPoint route, is we did not want you to get involved in a long learning curve on editing and modifying these courses. Now if you go down through here, you'll see all the courses, and then we have a hazard awareness course, and these are for hazard awareness, and we broke them by categories. And what this does, it makes people hazard aware, makes them know what to look for. Then we have our security personnel. There's been a big push for security with the current environment out there with terrorists and active shooters in the workplace, etc. So what we did, we put a curriculum together for that. And you notice this contains a lot of the courses that are in our general awareness training courses up here. So you can take these and rearrange them any way you want to create a curriculum for your company, for a group of people, for their work and site specific training needs. Now if you get on down here, we have oil field production. You notice that we do not have audio with this. This is another self-study scenario. what we want you to do is take these and do self-study. And now these were designed for a company that was spending a great deal of money getting this done, third party, and in the first year they saved over $90,000, and each year after that they got their own LMS. They're training for pennies on a dollar for what they used to train. Here we have the IADC Rig Pass SafeLand curriculum. This is put together in such a way that you can get it accredited, do it in classroom, or do it online. Now we do have the audio for this, but it'll take a little bit of work to get this done, and there are some charges for that. So what we'd like to do is for you to give us a call if you desire to get your Rig Pass or SafeLand accredited, and so you can use it to give out cards. And here is our TurningPoint response system. And you notice they're all PowerPoints. That does not mean you cannot take the audio that we have on the courses in the general awareness category and attach to these. Now here we talk about TurningPoint, and what it is a comprehensive audience participation platform. It's the clickers. So it does live polling, so you can actually get the scores, things along those lines. You can actually launch to their website from here to buy the clickers and get what you need to work from there. And these actually tell you what it's all about. So, you may want to click on these links if you decide you want to use the polling software. Now here's some additional safety programs add-on. We got a 1,600-page safety manual, and most of this, we look at this stuff as free. We give it away free on our website, so you can, and in our catalog, so you can download these at no charge. You can also download from our website, www.SafeWorkday.com, additional courses that you can, kick the tires, see how they work, and put them on your LMS and train with those as much as you want. We also give you an employee handbook, which you can modify. Now, these are in Word, so you can modify those. We give you some example usage for onboarding, new business guide. We'll give you a new business guide for Texas, so if you're starting a business, so you know what you need to do there. We give you lots of miscellaneous safety materials. There's 8 folders of that. We have quizzes for all the courses, and we give you, we've collected safety videos, more than 150 safety videos. Now these videos can be inserted into the training programs if you want. And we sell the entire package for $999. At the time of the publishing of this document, was less than $4 a course. It's even less than that now. Now, if we go on down through this, we'll talk about the difference between product curation and content creation, and give you the advantages of each, and give you some ideas on how to put these things together and how to use this package. We also want you to know what it would cost you to build these programs from scratch. Basically, if you just look at these as $1,000 a program, there's more than $250,000 worth of training here. So, and you're getting a really good deal, basically. What we also look at is the fact that you can use different programs to modify these. Of course, we built everything with Articulate 360 Presenter, but it also has other software, Storyline, which I consider a very high-end development tool. You can use iSpring, Lectoria, Camtasia. Camtasia is what we're making the movie here. And, the estimated average cost of hour of instruction produced is $1,900 to $2,170, and that's for linear production. That's what these courses are. They're linear. In other words, we give with training, we give the test, and give accreditation. The way we approach this, we want to get them in, get them out, and get them trained, and down the road and back to work. You pay for this training, And you also pay for the time for the training to be done, which can equate to a lot of lost productivity. Why give a 3-hour lockout tagout course when you can get everything done for compliance and general awareness in 20 minutes and test it and show that these folks are knowledgeable? So you want to look at it from that standpoint. Now, if you want to look at additional information about estimating costs, you can click on this link here. Now, we'll go down through here and give you some some ideas on when to use the PowerPoints with voiceovers, things along those scenarios. How you can use YouTube, Google Drive. And what you got to realize, a lot of this stuff is easier to do now. When we first started doing this, we had to hard code the courses. Now there's tools that legitimately allow you to create a course in a day. And then we talk about if PowerPoint voiceover were right for me. And it tells you how to prepare. Now here we actually get into the Microsoft PowerPoint and how to set up your mic and do things for voiceover if you want to do it in-house. We also give you information on professional narrators that you can use and hire to do these voiceovers. And basically what we're trying to do is show you how to take a simple PowerPoint here and modify it to make it work in site specific. Change the backgrounds, put your logos on it, record it, make movies out of it. Now, this is the way that our folders are set up. And what we want to do is give you a brief overview of how you can go in there and use these folders and the topics in the folder to do some editing, and how to look at each of the folders for the editing. Here we have some users that have used this stuff for 35 years. We've trained more than 1,000 companies, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of training sessions. So understand something. We can sell this inexpensively because we've made a lot of the money back. So what we're trying to do is pass the savings along to you and educate you on these types of products so you can get your training done, especially your safety training, legitimately at a cost you can afford, whether you're a small mom and pop or you're a major corporation. Now, what we're doing here is showing you how to change the backgrounds, put logos in, etc. for the topics. And then here we talk about one of our professional narrators, and you'll find this information in one of the folders in the documents side where we give you the free materials so you can contact this narrator. That will give you consistency with the narration. And here we talk about how to take the PowerPoint and make a slideshow. Also, got to remember that all the quizzes are out here. They're in Word documents also, so you can actually have the quizzes. These were written by a lady that has a master's in education, so they're high end. And here we talk about creating online classroom individual HSC training using our PowerPoints and professional narration. Also, we talk about some of the other development tools that you have. You can output these to CD-ROMs and USBs. If you don't have an LMS, you can send them to different locations and they can print reports, sign them, and get them back to you. And we explain a little more about the Articulate 360, the tool that we use, and where it can be purchased. Then we talk about the SCORM folders, what they are, for the use of the tool, and how to install it, and where you can get additional training for the Articulate Presenter 360. And there's tons of training out here on YouTube, on their own website, And it's not a very difficult tool to use. And here we talk about all the different things that you can do if you want to add flash movies, adjusting video properties, customizing interaction properties. It's up to you how far you want to take this and how much you want to learn. Now, what here in the appendix, we talk about the recording equipment considerations you might want to buy. Now, years ago when I bought development systems, they'd cost me anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000. Now you can do that for the fraction of what it costs. Most computers handle these software products quite easily. Microphones are inexpensive. So you can actually do this on the fly and with a less than $1,000 investment. Here we talk about a recording equipment. This is what we use to develop all these programs. We use PowerPoint, we use a video webcam, we use Audacity for audio, we use SoundForge for audio, we use Microsoft Word, we use Articulate 360, and then we also just found a new tool called Talkia, which can create computer-generated narrations. This piece of software is the best we have found. It almost sounds like a real person talking. So you know you can use this if you want to save money on your narrations. Here we talk about considerations you may want to take on basic scenarios and how to put these things together. We talk about text and images, screencast slideshows, screencast with video bookends, as videos on each end of the training, how to do a lecture plus screen, edit the lecture, because you may want to do some of this training online with you sitting there and training remotely. With the COVID thing, there's been a lot of that happening right now. Here we talk about what is e-learning, and we want you to educate you a little bit about e-learning so you can make appropriate decisions if you want to get involved in online training. So now remember, we can have, this is for classroom and it's for online both. So we're giving you a good head start with products that you can afford, information you can use, and training that is good, effective, and inexpensive. Now, what I'm going to do now is close this out. And you'll notice, and I want to talk a little bit about the tools. The rest of these are topics, and most safety people know what these topics are. But the tools we have out here, here's your employee handbook. And you'll notice that when you open it up, you will have a Word document, which is the employee handbook. You have all the topics in here. Now, it being Word, you can actually edit this. You can do a find and replace and put your company name all through this. And then you can have it, take it to a printer and have it printed out, and you've got your own employee handbook. Now, obviously, you want to go in here and look and see if there's anything you want to take out, any working site specific materials that you want to put in. Okay, now if we look at the next folder, we have the safety manual. And if you want to know what's in this, here's the table of contents for the safety manual. Okay, and then again you see that everything's in Word, and here's each section. And if we look at the alcohol document here, you'll see that again you can do a find and replace, and then you have everything you need for your alcohol, firearms, and controlled substance policy. So you will have everything you need to develop a safety program, from the documentation, your safety manual, things along those lines. Here we give you some example usage. Again, we have 2 movies in here you want to watch, a Readme file, a new employer guide handbook, and what this is a handbook which talks about all the different things that you have to adhere to if you start a new company and you want to be in compliance both with the federal and state folks, and this is for Texas, but it's applicable to most states. Then if you look up here, onboarding information, if you look at this menu PowerPoint, you can, what will happen is it'll open up and give you a menu that you can use to understand what to do when onboarding new employees. You click on each dot, to find out training analysis, roadmap, LMS, what it is, an ROI folder where you can figure your own return on investment, how to train millennials, and title training frequency, which is a pretty interesting little document here. What we did here, we put together a document to show what you initially need to train on and what you should train on an annual and periodically time schedule. This is a minimum training that you should do for every employee, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in. So what you want to do is take a look at this to figure that out. Now, if we go back into this, tools again, we have lots of miscellaneous safety. We have a hazard assessment tool. We have training matrix that you can use to look at examples. The onboarding info again, some additional information. PowerPoint templates to use for your training, to create training courses from scratch. Reports. Different training reports, keeping records if you're doing that manually. Handouts, training needs assessment toolkit, various safety documents. This is where you can do an assessment to see exactly what training you need to do. And here we have various safety documents that you can have, and they're either in PowerPoint or Word, PDFs, and you go through this and see what may be of use to you. Here's where you can find out, for example, narration tasks, how to get your narration done and who to call to get professional narration. Now, if we go back here one more, here's all your quizzes. You notice that we have a few in Spanish. We quit developing Spanish a long time ago because we could never get it right. And the way we suggest that you do Spanish, you take the English, have it narrated yourself, and translated yourself. That way you know what you're getting. And here's all the quizzes that are out here. Also 10 hours quizzes, and we have a lot of additional quizzes which you might use. Then we have a complete safety video library for you. Here's the NAPO videos, which are really neat little videos that you can look at. They're cartoonish, and they can be used for anyone and any language because they're not narrated, but they do tell a story. Then, again, you have the Readme files in here. And basically, that's what the entire package consists of. You're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars of material that you can put on, that's ready to go online, much of it, and you can create your own safety program or enhance the safety program that you already have for less than what you spend on. A lot of companies spend on earplugs for a year. much less a training program and everything they need for a training program. Don't hesitate to contact us if you need to talk about these products. Our website is www.SafeWorkday.com, and you can find us on the web. And what our product and here we talk about this. And remember, you can actually get $4,500 worth of free training products here if you haven't bought this package. This way you can kick the tires and see what you need. Also, this gives you additional information about users, and much of the information that was in the our money back guarantee, different questions on how to use this product, how to download. This is our catalog that you can go to. You notice we have free. That gives you everything that's free. And then, you have your 10-hour OSHA training, games, support, and these are different categories that you can go to. You can also find the Safety 99 product out here. And if you go again to get to the catalog, you can click on any of these buttons, and right here is like the Safety 99 Ultimate package. You just click on this, add to your cart. Once you add it to your cart, you can use PayPal or any credit card to pay for the package, and we'll drop ship it to you. This package is too big to download. While you can buy many of our products and download them, this is over 80 gigabytes of material. It would take forever to download, and there's, there could possibly numerous errors depending on your connection and connection speed. So what we do is send you a USB for this product. I want to thank you for viewing our materials, and you can go to our website and look at other offerings that we have and services that you may be interested in. And also you may see, if you want to look at some of the work that we've done with eLearning Brothers, other companies, you can also see client comments about us. You can also see client e-learning sites that we put together for different clients, and where you can find how to find a PEC trainer and an OSHA trainer if you need one. And then we also have numerous examples out here of the different products. So, you can check out our blog, which talks about how we've used these products and how other companies have used these products. So, there's a myriad of information out here. It may that may assist you in your training. Again, I want to thank you and have a wonderful day. And that's it. Bye.